Hi everyone, today's recipe for the old halogen oven is going to be especially one of ours, and we're going to do chicken and all the vegetables all together at the same time in the halogen oven and produce a really lovely meal. We're going to show you how to do this one, and it's one of our specialities, I guess. So without further ado, I'm going to hand you over to Jan, I'm going to lead you through it.
Right, today, as Al said, I'm going to do everything in the halogen oven at the same time. So the chicken's going to go in along with the floret of collie and the broccoli and the root vegetables. Now I've been looking in the halogen cookbook and they suggest that you pop the green vegetables in foil and pop some water over them and put them in. Normally I steam my broccoli and collie, so I'm going to give that a go today, so that's new to me. The root vegetables I'm going to parboil because I don't want to be cooking for ages and ages, and I know they take about an hour. So I'm going to parboil them off. So I've cut them into chunks. They're already on the stove to parboil. And then the chicken will have to be on a raised tier. And then obviously all the juices will drop down onto the roast underneath, all the vegetables underneath. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So I'm going to take my chicken breasts and I'm going to pop them into some flour. So make your mixture a few drizzles of lemon juice, a good dollop of honey, a little bit of nutmeg and your ginger. Depends on your flavouring, what you like best of all. We've now got this, now you need a lot more than this, but we're going to marinate that, and then what we're going to do, we're going to coat our chicken in it. And there we are, there's our chicken coated in it nicely. And then the other one, I've poured it over this one, and now I'm just going to let it coat. I'm just going to leave that now to marinate for a little while. So we're going to give this a go in with there. I mean, we're familiar with the oil is in there, the halogen oven's heating up, they're parboiling ready to go in. I'm very familiar with that. This is the new one now, so we're going to see whether this works, as they say in the recipe book. A couple of tablespoons of water, and then we make that into a little pouch ready to pop into the halogen oven in a minute. I've done this before and it's awesome, so I'm just going to sprinkle them over the top. I don't know whether you can get them where you are, but they're by Schwartz and they're absolutely fantastic. So we parboiled these. Don't leave them too long, they're going to start to crumble away as they have, but as you know from my other recipes, I like them to be a bit distressed anyway. So that's all ready now to drain off and pop in here. So don't cut them too small either. It says this in the halogen cookbook, otherwise they're just going to crumble away and that's pointless, isn't it? So there's our vegetables in there. I've spun them around to get the fat over them, the oil over them. Some people like vegetables a little bit harder. We like ours crumbly, which is why I've done them like that. But some people prefer them a little bit firmer. I'm going to sprinkle this over, give it a nice bit of seasoning. This is seasonal. And then I'm going to get ready to pop in the broccoli and cauliflower. So we've got our broccoli and our cauliflower in there. I dare say they could have probably gone in the one container, but I've done it like this now, so I'm going to leave it. We popped our chicken in here, and here's our vegetables. So we're going to go from there. So 200 degrees, 30 minutes, cooking away. I'm not going to use the space, so keep a close eye on what's happening in there in a minute. Okay, this is 10 minutes in, so you can see these are beginning to brown, looking good. So I'm now just going to turn all this over so that underneath begins to get nice and roasted. Right, we're 20 minutes in. These aren't ready yet, but I'm just aware of the chicken, so I'm going to flip it over so that it begins to cook from the other side. And we have to be careful here because this could be blocking the heat from reaching it. So I'm going to sprinkle some more of those bacon bits on and cook it from this side now. You can see it's not cooked, it's all red. So I'm taking the broccoli and cauliflower out because I'm not interested in them too much. I want to make sure this is well cooked. I also want to mix around everything so that any of these amazing juices are going into all of the food. So I'm not worried about that at all. Let's mix it about. It's looking good, looking good. So I'm going to turn that one more time just to do the other side. Absolutely amazing. So what I did, because the chicken was cooking so quickly, I've just piled all the veg on top so it's nearer the heat and brown them off, and that's now ready to dish up. So I'm quite pleased with that.
Well, here we are then, lovely meal ready and all done in the old halogen, which is a lovely way to cook. It's cheap, it's a nice way to do it. All took about an hour. If you want your vegetables softer, put them in earlier, later if you like them harder. Alright, so it's fairly simple. I'm going to add some gravy to this in a minute, 'cause I do like gravy, but you know, I will just a bit of the old chicken. It looks really good and is really good. Okay, so there's another one of our tips today. We have loads and loads of recipes, alright, all done in a halogen oven, and they're all on our website if you'd like to go there, and that is www.deriton.co.uk. Alright, so get yourself there if you want to see loads more stuff that we've done. Okay, thanks very much for watching. I'm going to enjoy my meal now. I'll catch you again next time. Bye bye.